everyone. I always fly helicopters with my Jeti, and I was missing the fact that I wanted to trim the throttle a little bit in hover. I could have been making easily a trim potentiometer to the throttle channel, but that was not really good for me because I have a curve on my throttle channel, and that goes like this. As you might see here, this is my motor off curve, and here's my hover curve, and I have set my low stick position is here, and my motor is off at this moment. If I move my stick up at this point, the motor runs at hover speed, what is about 1500 RPM, and then it stays constant. Now what I want to do is actually only lift or sink this horizontal curve of line, and the 0 point needs to be the 0 point. If I lift it, the 0 point comes higher, and it will automatically start my motor when I want it to be off. So you can't easily mix a potentiometer to this channel with the free mixers, because it gives the same result as adding a trim potentiometer in the throttle channel. So here's how I did it, and I have to thank Harry Cousin for his tutorials. It's in there somewhere, where he is making a dedicated mixer for an old-timers glider, and it set me thinking, and here I went. In order to make this, we have to add two functions, and it's the throttle trim, of course, the potentiometer coupled to a function, and I have here, and this is the trick, the mix reduction, I called it. This function is coupled on my throttle channel, and it is going to be used to reduce the mix percentage. Now, how do we go from here? This mix reduction curve is also a 3-point, but now in my low stick position I have it zeroed out here, and there will be zero mixing at this point. Only at this point there will be 100% mixing, and so on until full stick. So if I then go to the free mixes, I have here the mix which mixes the throttle trim, the actual trim that I use to trim my my throttle in hover, and it mixes to the throttle, and I made it local so that only in the hover mode this will be mixed. Let's go on. I set the master mix on at 100%, but I reduced the potentiometer from the which will be the trim potentiometer, When I mix it, it will only do 20%. That must be enough. So what do? We have the 100% mix, and here we define U9, and that's this extra channel which I called throttle gain reduction. And what it does here, you can see the curve translated into a stick output. This is my low stick, and I'll zoom out. This is my low stick. That gives a 0 output. If I take it up until here, it's already 100%, and for the rest of the curve it's 100%. I use this as a mixer, and it's set to be as you can see over here, I made it proportional, so that means that this stick won't be the switch won't be a switch anymore, but it's an analog device. And as you can see, it mixes nicely from 0 to 100% in my stick motion. So what happens over now? If I go here, number 1 is my throttle. If I turn the I'll turn this back again. If I'll turn this knob, which is my throttle trim, nothing happens. Now if I move this up here, the throttle trim does its work, and that's exactly what I wanted. I give big thanks to Harry for his tutorials. I love Jeti every day more and more. Good day.